feel threatened, maybe like someone's following you, you can call for help by taking out your phone, opening the phone app, dialing 911. But let's say you need to do it a lot quicker. Maybe you don't want them knowing that you're calling for help. Most people don't know that you can call 911 from an iPhone without touching the screen. You simply press the on-off button, the one on the right side of the phone, 5 times quickly. It's going to do 2 things: sound an alarm and call 911. Depending on which iPhone you have, you may be asked to drag a slider to make the SOS call, but with the new iPhones, the 8, 8 Plus, or X, it'll place the call automatically to the nearest 911 call center based on your phone's GPS. It will also share your phone's location. After calling 911, the phone will then send a text message to your emergency contacts. They'll see that you've called for help and your exact location. Now, you may want to set up your emergency contacts. You can do that in the Health app under Medical ID, Settings, Emergency SOS. You open the Health app and then tap Edit to add names and phone numbers from your contact list. Yeah, this is something you will probably never need, but it's still a good idea to get it set up on your phone for safety.
iOS 18 is the newest operating system for your iPhones and your iPads. We're going to talk really quickly about some of the new features on it. It's a big update. A lot of things have changed. It gives you a lot of new ways to connect. And Apple Intelligence is one of the biggies. It's coming if you have an iPhone 16 or 15 models. I've used it some, and it's really nice. It helps you write emails and all those things. It's not fully released yet, but it will be soon. For instance, it will help you write summaries and emails, or take an email that you've written and rewrite it so it's much easier to understand. Allows you to put images in, and it works real with Siri. It'll give you more common language understanding, and Siri can do a lot of things just by mentioning her name. You can also personalize your screen. A lot of people want to change the way the screen and the apps appear, so you can move them around and put whatever you want now on the page rather than the way Apple wants you to look. They've got a new look to the apps. They're different colors. You can lock and hide apps. For instance, you may not want to have all your apps show up in case someone picks up your phone and it's unlocked. And by the way, please lock your phone. If somebody gets into it, they can do all kinds of things, and pretty much everything that we do is on your phone now. So require Face ID on it. Control Center has come in. They're going to make it a little easier to use, and you can select the little widgets or the controls that you now want on your Control Center. You can also resize them and rearrange them to look however you want to do, or swap out anything that you want to use on there. Passwords is the biggie, and we're going to talk about that a lot during our presentation today. Photos have been completely rearranged. Now it's organized for you. You can pick out the photos that you want. So, for instance, if you want to have pictures of your grandchildren or your pets or vacations or whatever, you can browse them by topics. Messages have undergone a lot of changes. There's all new ways to text, and a lot of emojis and stuff, and stickers that you can design yourself and send out if you like to do that. My grandkids love it to play with stuff like this. Messages via satellite. Apple now has partnered with some satellite providers, and if you are off the grid, and we're going to talk about how to do it. But you can now send messages back and forth without having any service. They've also started using RCS messaging in response to some changes that the European Union wanted to make. So now it makes it a lot easier for you to communicate and send messages back and forth with people who have Android phones, for instance. So the text messages are still going to grow up as a green or blue bubble, but they'll be able to get a lot of messages that you'll be able to send to them. Your mail is going to be sorted for you into promotions or personal mail or whatever. They're going to be grouped together, so you'll be able to scan them. For instance, marketing emails would all be in one group, and messages from your contacts would be in another group, and you can scan them and see which ones that you might want to respond to quickly. Safari is going to be have some changes to it. It's going to have highlights for you as part of the Apple Intelligence. So there's going to be helpful information like directions and quick links that pop up if you just hover over pictures or whatever on a web page that you've searched. Reader is going to get some changes. It's going to, because with Apple Intelligence, it's going to have a summation of the email or the website that you can use and decide if you want to get more information out of it. Again, here's the password app. All your passwords are now going to be in one place. Makes it a lot easier to use them. It makes it a lot easier to make strong passwords, save them, and excuse me, and save them and fill them in across your devices. They're all going to be securely synced. We're going to talk a lot about this because I think this is one of the most important things you can do, especially if you've ever been hacked, and practically everybody has been. Maps has got some nice changes. They show hiking trails and offline access. Game mode, if you like to play games, there's some more support out there now for games. Your Apple Wallet. If you use Apple Wallet and Apple Pay, you can pay someone for a bill just by touching the phone and pay privately. So this is nice. Rewards installment in Apple Pay. You can use reward coupons or pay in installments. They'll give you tickets to be able to download. Your AirPods, you can have more interaction with them. You can shake your head to say no. You're going to be some new things as far as your spatial audio for gaming. Notes has undergone a big transformation. It has now you can do live audio transcriptions and do math equations inside of Notes. You can also, if in Notes, you can make text stand out with color and highlight certain points that you want to emphasize, and you can share the notes with other people. If you like to write journals, there's a whole bunch of new enhancements in the journaling. You can search, and you can use widgets for writing. If you have Apple TV, you can now control it through your phone, but you can also, if you watch shows, you're going to be able to enhance the dialogue so you can understand it a little easier. Home apps. If you have home apps, now you can set it to magically unlock doors if you've got your iPhone with you as you walk up to them. You can give access to somebody to go into your home to do something. It keeps track of more things in your house. There's some new privacy and security settings. It manages how much information you're sharing with apps or how much you share contacts with certain people. You can pair accessories up. There's some new accessibility changes, such as eye tracking to move your phone and use your phone with just your eyes. The calculator now has more of a scientific calculator look. calendar's been redesigned. You even have now the ability to share live video in an emergency using the app, and you can record live files from your phone. So there's a lot of new things in there. We're going to try to cover a lot of them. Bar, you'll see the search bar is at the bottom of the screen, and it will disappear when you swipe it down. Uh, unless you open up tabs and switch through, and as you can see on this screen, it's also can customize your start page. OS 11 is the newest operating system for your Apple Watch. A lot of the things on here will work with most of the watch series, but to get the best results, you have to have a Watch 8 or newer. Watch 10 is the current new watch. So there's a lot of really nice things on here. A lot of it is focused on workouts and your health. And as Apple is quick to point out, your health features are locked onto your watch and not shared with anyone. So you can see how your activity is going by looking at your watch rings, and you can customize activity. It gives you a summary of all the things you've done if you use your watch for just even a walk or any form of workout. Another nice thing is this new watch 11 will check your vitals as you wear them, and it learns your vitals. So, and it establishes a range for your health metrics. And if it sees that over time your metrics are changing for some reason, it'll notify you and say your temperature is up or your heart rate is up. So it gives you sort of a advice to go check and find out what's going on, why it's happening that way. Again, if you work out a lot, there's a lot of new things that help you there. It'll help track your effort and knowing if you're working out too much. It'll also put photos off of your photos from your phone onto your watch as a watch face. So that's really nice if you like to have pictures of your children or your pets or something on there. You can just find the favorites, and it'll scroll through them and put up a slideshow on your watch. You can customize a lot of things about the way the watch looks now. There's a lot of focuses on health, again, your cycle tracking, and again, it's all stored on your watch. It's a new thing called Smart Stack, where you can put little widgets on your phone, and they will automatically pop up if you change to a new location. You'll get a notice that it's going to rain or what the temperature is going to be. And they just pop up automatically. You can put things on there like if you use Uber in your travel, it'll show you when that's going to pop up. And there's a lot of new things on there that such as your workout and things that you can have rotate around on your watch. You can check in with friends if you go for a walk or you go somewhere and let them know that you've made it back safely. Some new things on the maps. It's now braided to up to 50 meters deep, so you can wear it in the pool, and it helps with checking your swimming if you prefer to swim instead of walk. You can check tides, and a really nice thing that I like is the translation. Now you can download languages to your watch, and it will automatically detect if you are in an area where the different languages are spoken, and it will translate back and forth for you real time. Double tap is nice. So if you have one of the newer watches, it has to be watch 8 or above, you can change apps just by double tapping your fingers, and it'll change the app. And there's a lot of other new things on there. It'll save your tickets for you if you go to an event. If you have a home band system, it'll unlock doors for you. And then you can put Apple Watch on there, and it's compatible with these watches. I'm going to show you how to do a check for afibrillation and see if your heart's in sinus rhythm on your Apple Watch. So you open up your apps, you go to ECG on your phone, and it'll tell you when it's ready to start taking it. You hold your finger on the crown for 30 seconds, and as you can see, it's checking my heartbeat. Basically a single lead ECG. And this will tell you at the end if your heart's in sinus rhythm and if you're having any AFib problems. I've checked it on people who actually have AFib, and it shows up right away when I've tried to do it. It's really quick. And when you get done, it'll tell you. It'll also send you a text. So you're in sinus rhythm, everything is fine. You also get a notification on your phone and ask you how you feel. Is the newest operating system for your iPad. Most of it is pretty similar to what you're going to see on your phone for iOS 18, but there are a few differences. Mainly, it has to do with the Apple Pencil. And if you have an Apple Pencil and you use it on your iPad, it's really nice. You can even use a few knockoffs that will work with it. My wife has one, and she really likes it. It gives you a lot of more options to use on your iPad. So basically, if you have a newer iPad, it's going to support Apple Intelligence. It gives you a lot of really nice things. Help with writing, focused communication. It helps you write emails or documents. Puts a lot of nice images up for you. And of course, it works well with Siri. As I said, with the Apple Pencil, you can write down. You can use your iPad as basically like a piece of paper. You can write things down on there in your notes, and the Smart Script will translate it into something that you can actually read. I've used it even with my terrible handwriting. It picks up what I've written and can make really nice, legible presentations on there. You can record audio on there, change the text color. There's a new calculator that's more like a scientific calculator. You can use the Apple Pencil again to write out equations if you want to and write it down. So if you ever use it in class, it's a great way to take notes. You can rearrange your iPad to look like you want to now, just like you can on the phone. There are some ways to hide apps or lock apps that you don't want the public to see. The update to Control Center. You can move things around, make it look a lot cleaner, put on the icons on there that you want to see. We talked about photos for iOS 18, but it puts them in much more customizable forms. There's some new ways to send messages on there that even look like they blow up, or you can wave at people. You can customize your emojis now. Some new things to help you play games on your iPad if you want to. Safari has some new highlights on it. And the password app, again, is the big one. It works across all your devices, your iPad, your iPhone, your Mac, everything you've got. You can watch movies with your kids, even if they're not in the same house, by using SharePlay. Freeform lets you write and draw like you want. There's some new apps that are specifically designed for the iPad, including a new document browser. It helps you find documents that you have on your iPad. So using the Files app, it's a lot easier to use. There's some support on there for your AirPods. There's a lot of security features that will come up on there, including something for Bluetooth. So it's really nice. You need to check it out if you do have an iPad.